Hello everyone, it is me, Man Manga Boy, coming at you at a different angle. Why? Because I have too many boxes. You guys know that thing. It's called Too Many Game Done Quick. Too many game done quick. I've got too many boxes too quick. Okay, that's my problem right now, not yours. So let's dive into this. Let's get going in this disaster here. We'll move a few things out of the way. This is going to be a multi-video thing. No questions about that. Oh. All right. So what do we got first but a box from Red Stuff? Do you expect anything less from the master? Ha! You better, because it's Crunchyroll. Much less. We still are though, coming from Grimes, the Red Stuff old headquarters of warehousing. We have 3 things of tape, so that's pretty good. I will say, I've been getting like really good packing actually. I've been very excited and happy about that. I don't know if anyone else has had that, but you can see here that, maybe you can. You can see, man, off to a good start. So yeah, I've been having really good packing. You can see here that I had the 3 bars of tape. I've got this thing on top here that hides all of my manga. It makes it nice and safe in case it gets a little rainy outside. We got quite a few things in here, including Innocent. Wow, this must be an older one. Boy, am I glad that I finally got this in 3 years. I was thinking it was never going to come. Very good. Let me just break this down, and then we're gonna open the box here, and we'll keep going from there. Okay, we got 2 more boxes right here. This crap. Okay, put that in there. I hate. I'm like the Grinch. I hate getting these small boxes. But I love Charge Counterattack. I was not certain I was getting this manga. Do you guys know why? Do you know why? Do you know why? Do you know why? No, because of the fact that they told me it would cancel. And I was like, should I buy it again or not? Like, am I getting a refund? I don't know. And but I didn't buy it again because here it is. The Crunchyroll with the Red Stuff merger made some weird moves. Not all of it can I understand, but a lot of it I have to live with. A lot of it I have to live with. Oh, sick! I was on the fence about getting this, and then I saw somebody unbox it. I think it was Manga Sloth. And I was like, damn, I wish I got it. It might have been Prop G, but I was like, damn, I wish I got it. And Dumb Man Manga Boy did get it. But yeah, it looked cool. I heard it's supposed to be like really cutesy. You know what? It's only like 4 minutes in. Why not just open another one? We got the time. We got the boxes. We got the time and the boxes. Why not? Alright. Another one of these. This is a little bit bigger than the last one. You know what it is. I threw the paper at the microphone thinking it would be quieter. What do you guys think? Yes? No? Anyways, Berserk, Volume 14. I believe that's the last one they're releasing for a while because I think we're just about caught up. Maybe, it comes with the guide. Not sure what else to do with what they're going to do with it. But this is the end of Miura's manga, and it switches over to a reliable friend to finish it off. So let's break down some of these manga, see what we got, see if you guys can jazz with me on any of these volumes. Alright, so let's try it out. Okay, let's talk about it. We'll just get this one out of the way. A goodie, a classic, Berserk, Volume 14. Like I was saying earlier, this finishes off the final chapter that Mira has made. I'm uncertain if Dark Horse is going to continue releasing these, as we did get a new author to finish it up. This one does include the guidebook as well, but it is really sweet to have 14 of these beautiful big boys. The only downside to having them is, of course, they're heavy, they're big. You gotta go to the gym, you gotta do some curls, you gotta get manga swole if you want to be reading those. So we have Phoenix Team Phoenix. So this is based off of a bunch of Osamu Tezuka IPs here. I don't know why I'm showing you the pages. I'm trying to control myself, I swear. But I did show you just from the beginning, luckily. You can see here that we've got a cutesy art style. But yeah, it's just kind of like a big crossover between all of Osamu Tezuka's works. We have Char's Counterattack Volume 1, Bell to Chica's Children. I don't know, I have a hard time saying that, I suppose. So this is going to be a little bit of a different take on Char's Counterattack, the movie. I heard it's supposed to be like the definitive. I mean, how often do we hear that? Marginal Operation Volume 16. This is constantly on sale. Since it's the final push, I guess we are getting to the end of that series. Given Volume 8, so this is a Sublime, or Boys Love Sublime series, pretty much the only BL I own, I believe. I hear nothing but good things about it. Time Stop Hero Volume 8. I just can't believe this series is not wrapped. Very ecchi. Akashi Triangle Volume 6. Another series I can't believe isn't wrapped. Ghost Ship series, I mean, enough said there. Ice Blade Sorcerers Shall Rule the World. Volume 7. I get the series because I think Ice Blade Sorcerers sounds really cool. Big fan of Magic Knights. Speaking of Knights, 4 Knights of the Apocalypse, a 7 Deadly Sin kind of sequel, Volume 10. This series has been really good so far. Definitely recommend checking it out if you are a fan of that series. Sengoku Yoku, Volume 4 by Mizukame. I have not read it yet, but Satoshi Mizukame makes amazing works that I'm almost always a fan of. Eden Zero, Volume 25. Huge fan of this series. Definitely check it out if you're a big fan of Brave Master. We're getting to the final arc here. You can see here, Final Frontier. A lot of finals going on at the end of the year here. Wonder if that's intentional. Volume 4 of My Hero Team Up Mission here. This is just a fun little spin-off. This is pretty much, I don't know if it's non-canon or not, but it doesn't really matter. It's not important to the canon either way, from what I understand. Frieren Volume 9, Journey's End. It's kind of pretty popular right now in the anime world, I've heard. Go-Go Loser Ranger Volume 7. Another series that's coming out soon to anime, as you can see here. It's from the creator of Quintessential Quintuplets. I heard it's pretty much Power Rangers, but very dark and serious. Sounds cool to me. I've been getting a lot of glare off this light. I'm gonna turn it off. Wow, that seems better. What do you guys think? I don't know if you can think, but I really can only think of manga. My brain is filled to the brim. Card Captor Sakura Clear Card, Volume 14. Familiar yet strange. Not sure how long this is going on for, but I've heard nothing about it besides that she has really cute outfits on the covers, which, I cannot disagree with at the end of the day. Yozakura Family Volume 7. I've actually really enjoyed the series quite a lot. We have the mom on the cover of the main character's wife. Whoa, is that a spoiler? I don't really think so. It happens in like chapter 1, but whatever you say. Vampire's Reign Volume 28. Wow. This series has been going on for 28 volumes. Hard to believe. It always comes with a little mini poster inside. I do want to show that off real quick. They're always a pain to get back in the book, but what the heck. It has a prequel series running concurrently in Kodansha Publishing, which is odd because this is a Shonen Jump. The prequel is a light novel that is being adapted into a manga, so it's a weird kind of a thing, to say the least. We have Volume 9 of The Elusive Samurai, by the same creator of Assassination Classroom. I've been kind of mixed on it, but this cover has me feeling some sort of way. I'm a big fan of that cover. Shaman King Flowers Volume 5, or wait, is this already it? I think that there's only 6 volumes, so we're at the end just about, right? So cool that the sequel's almost done. I'm not sure if they announced that they're bringing more to print, but there is more, and they do have it available digitally, which is really cool. Bungo Stray Dogs 1, Volume 6. This is like a fun little spin-off of Bungo Stray Dogs. Check it out if you like Bungo Stray Dogs. Don't if you don't. Oh, this I don't think this used to have this. Banished on the hero's party. I just had to live a quiet life in the countryside. Parental warning, explicit content. We are wrapped with Yen Press. Oh my god, we got the mature. Oh boy. So yeah, I don't think this started off as this kind of a manga, but it has become it, I guess so. So essentially, the main character is supposed to be like the guide for the hero, and then the hero starts to like get corrupt by evil and from one of the party members, and goes against the advisor. The advisor gets kicked out, and then this girl kind of joins him also after a while of him being gone. And yeah, I guess things get a little spicy. I did not see that coming. I mean, I know she's plastered all over the place with fan service, but like I didn't think it was going to lean that hard into fan service. Like, that is the twist. Orient, Volume 17. Again, Orient is another series by the same creator as Magi, Labyrinth of Magic. If you're a fan of that, I would say you're probably going to be a fan of this. It starts off really not that great, but man, does it kick off around Volume 4 or 5. Strongly recommend it. The Origin by Boichi. Boichi, known for doing the art on Dr. Stone. Just really having amazing art and not that great of stories, but that's all right, man, because this art is so good it makes up for it in spades. Speaking of good art but amazing stories, Gundam Thunderbolt Volume 20. Huge fan of this series. I watched the anime movie. Amazing. One of the best Gundam series like to date. Definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't heard of it yet. Zom 100, wow, look at those watermelons. Volume 12, Zom 100 has been a great series by the same creator as Alice in Borderland. Really has nothing to do with Alice in Borderland in any way. It is totally a fun, lighthearted zombie survival romp manga, whereas Alice in Borderland is a survival manga, but it is very serious, dark. It has a lot of murder. You will not find that in Alice in Borderland at all. Made in the Abyss, the official anthology, Layer 5. This is the 5th official anthology. I think there's gonna end up being more official anthologies than there will be volumes for Made in the Abyss at some point. That would be pretty silly. We'll see. Shangri-La Frontier, great series. It's gotten really good reviews for the anime, Volume 8. Definitely recommend checking it out if you have not seen it yet. Superb. This is fat. Innocent Omnibus Volume 1. I've been looking forward to reading this because people say nothing but good things about it. I never thought it was going to come. It's wrapped because I've heard it's pretty fucked. Bloody, violent, sexual, I guess. I'm not sure about that last one, but it sure does look like it. Yep, so that's a great one to get. Awesome artwork, like I was saying. This is really a cool cover here. The Summer Hikaru died, Volume 2. I have read the first one. I actually was a big fan of it. Not sure if the alien is like in love with this guy or what, but or if it's even an alien, I suppose. But I really just love this contrast here in the shot. This dark, kind of silhouette, but not really. Like he's having the sunset on him, whereas the background is like this bright seafoam green. You actually can barely even read the font because it is just so bright, which is really cool. I think that this is an excellent cover. I can't even put it into words. Check out this story if you guys are at all interested in weird psychological thrillers. It is definitely a weird psychological thriller. Lastly, we have Heart Gear Volume 2. I believe that this is either finished or on hiatus indefinitely by the same creator as Black Torch. So we're going to go into some art, pretty much focusing on the first half or 3/4 of the story here, just so you guys can get an idea of how the art looks. I really don't have the highest expectations for this, other than it being just a fun kind of Shonen Jump manga. This is a SIG series, but I believe it ran in Shonen Jump Plus or some sort of Shonen Jump imprint. The Summer Hikaru died. You can see the artwork is much better here than anything from Black Torch, but it's still one of those psychological thrillers. I really recommend checking this out if you're a fan of that kind of a thing. A little disturbing. It's kind of hard to explain the vibes I get from it, but it's unsettling, you know. It's a lot of fun though. Definitely recommend checking it out because you kind of get the idea. You're trying to figure out what's going on and where things are going to go. It's difficult to tell what this guy's motivation is. Both the main character and the guy impersonating Hikaru. Innocent is wrapped, so I'm not going to open her up. We have Shangri-La Frontier Volume 8. My favorite Birdbeak pro tag, killing it against this golden scorpion thing. I haven't read the last few volumes of Shangri-La Frontier, but I really need to change that outlook on my life because I used to love reading this thing ASAP, and I really need to change that to get caught back up on it. Been really kind of busy, but trying to beat Spider-Man 2 and God of War, and then get the Final Fantasies, but having a hard time making room for all this consumption. We also have Made in Abyss, the official anthology, wrapped up, so I'm not going to open it up. Made in the Abyss can be pretty fucked up. You don't need me to tell you that. Zom 100, again, fun little goofy series. Really not going to spoil much by showing you any pages, but I'll only show you a few. Really some pretty good artwork, some comedic over-exaggerated expressions. You know, really just trying to kick off our bucket list before we die or become zombies. And so that's the whole point of this series. So definitely check it out if you're looking for like the weirdest slice of life in the world. It's a lot of fun. Definitely recommend it. Thunderbolt Gundam. So this is during the 100-year war, if I remember right. With the main fight here between the Federation and of course Zeon. And we have just been absolutely a brutal series. I really recommend checking it out. No idea when the series is going to end. I haven't given it a full read, but yeah, it is. I mean, you can see here from this guy's limbs, a pretty fucked up series. And things happen in here that are just awful and terrible. You'll love it if you are at all interested in that kind of a thing. I really did not think I was going to be a huge fan of Gundam until I started to watch it. And once you watch like the main series, and especially Zeta, man, Zeta is so good. Like, if you are going to check out anything, like, at bare minimum, you have to be checking out Zeta. Holy shit. Like, even if you just watch, like, a quick, you read the origin to get into it, that's kind of what I did. I watched the origin series, and then I jumped over to the main series, you know, like the original one, and then I hopped over to Zeta from there. I kind of went chronologically, and I got to Victory Gundam. I stepped at Victory Gundam because I'm not a big fan of it so far. But man, oof, I got wrapped into it after I was into the origin. I was like, whoa, you know, hook, line, and sinker, they got me. Origin, like I said, really not expecting a heck of a lot from this series other than a beautiful art, and I really don't think you should either. You guys like beautiful women? They got ya. You guys like beautiful action scenes? They got ya. You guys like robots? I guess they got you. That's kind of gross. I'm not sure what the series is about. I just know guns and blood and action. That's Voichi's main thing here, really. So that's what I'm in for. Orions, Volume 17. Like I was saying, really a great series, but you have to get past a little bit of a speed bump at the beginning. But once you get through it, it takes off. We find out our main character has like this reincarnation of the goddess in him, and he's got the ability to use like all these different colors, but he has to get all these different souls and things like that. The big clash, the arc that they finished up when they found all that out, really solidified it as one of the greater series that this author has made. So definitely check out that series. You have to give it room to breathe though. You cannot just make a judgment on it early. We're going to skip this one because it's wrapped up probably full of boobas. We don't want to see any of that. Slongs and boobas, no way. Again, another series where I really couldn't spoil anything. It's just a bunch of jokes and silly one-offs with chibi characters and 4 comas. It's Juan Bungo Stray Dogs. So if you're into Bungo Stray Dogs and only for the cute boys, here you go. That's for you. Shaman King Flowers Volume 5, this series. Oh shit. We got Yo as a youngin' and How. Oh, this is something else. I gotta really read this series. I've been waiting kind of for it to all come out at once. I think I'm gonna push for it in book club for the next main series. We'll see if that happens. Hopefully it does. Shaman King, my god. Elusive Samurai Volume number 9. And again, we have great art from the series creator, great facial expressions as well. I kind of hit or miss with the series because of how intense it is with the war aspect of things. Really not that much of a historian fan of Japan or really anything. But if you are, this is definitely something you got to check out. I do like that period of time, but like, you know, not that much. I don't really like any history that much. But it's okay, you know, I just, less details please, more funny, more haha moments like silly words mess man, more of that. Sarah from the end, it's about angels and vampires and demons versus humans. What? Yeah, I know, that's what my impression of it is. Who's the good guy, who's playing who, I don't even know, they haven't told me yet. Looks like there's a Catman in it, that's kind of fucked up. I don't know if I want to read it anymore. After 28 volumes, I'm out. I'm done, that's it. No Catman. Can't have it. Heroes of Current Family Volume 7. Again, this series, I kind of wasn't a big fan of it at first, but now that after I've read a few volumes of it, actually I'm a bigger fan than I have, wow, haven't before. It kind of reminds me of Reborn, if you guys have ever seen him in Reborn. Very similar vibes to that. So I do actually recommend checking it out, especially the first few volumes, if you're a big fan of comedy. If you hate comedy and you think it's the worst thing ever, and all you want to do is cry, do not get this series. You will not cry. I guarantee it. There are some heart-touching moments, but really not that much. So don't get it if you're looking for tears. Only if you're looking for jeers, okay? I think that's a positive thing. Cardcaptor Sakura, clear card. This is the sequel to Cardcaptor Sakura. You know, what else can I say? But if you are a fan of Cardcaptor Sakura and you want to see it continue on, this is for you. A bunch of cool artwork in here, very fantasy-like environment and storytelling. Go-Go Loser Ranger Volume 7, the good stuff. Like I was saying, a lot of good art here, a lot of good action, a lot of good violence, and, you know, story beats that you wouldn't quite predict. So check it out if you're a fan of like that Sentai Warrior kind of a thing. Or quintessential quintuplets, but something tells me, just something tells me that it's a little bit different from quints. Maybe not, but probably completely different. Friren's Journey. Frieren, The Journey's End. So this covers the story of a world-class sorcerer, I suppose, who was in a hero's party when he defeated the demon lord, and her kind of journey about how she lived her life after the fact. And you know, for her it was just like a story in the past, and for everyone else it was like a lifetime. And so because she's an elf, she lives so much longer, everybody dies off, but she doesn't. She's just like, that was a blink of the eye. You guys really dying right now? I ain't dying yet. I'm like 12. Like, come on. And she's like 1200. You know the story with that, with the lollies. Anyways, so it's about, you know, what happens after the main adventure of these fantastic journeys. My Hero Academia team-up missions. Like I was saying, just a bunch of kind of one-offs. Really not for anybody other than probably Devote fans or people looking for some sillies here. You know, I think My Hero Academy is really overhyped, but I do think it's still okay, worth reading or checking out. I really think Vigilantes is much better. Check out that series if you're looking to get into My Hero, in my opinion, okay? Speaking of good series, Eden Zero 25. We are getting to the end of Eden Zero. We can see here the art is very much what you would expect. This series is really dark, has a lot of loss, violence, killing, limb loss, that kind of a thing. I would check this out, but it's not one of Hiramashima's lighter manga. I really do enjoy it for that reason. It's quite a bit darker, and they have a really cool skill system as well. So yeah, definitely like it, but yeah, looks like we're wrapping up to the end, so Hiramashima can make his next $1 million manga series. I mean, you gotta have at least one every 5 years, and so I don't think Eden Zero's making $1 million. I think that's the problem. It's only making $750,000, and we're not gonna have $750,000. We need $1 million. Like, come on. I don't. Talking to my butt, obviously. Sengoku Yoku, one of the earlier titles from Satoshi Kon. The art is not all that great, but Satoshi Kon, really, I'm in it for the for the fucked up storytelling, typically not the art. So hopefully that this has a pretty wild twist, as Satoshi Kon is known to have, where they flip the series on the head. 7 Deadly Sins, 4 Nights of the Apocalypse Volume 10. This series has been killing it. We've got the 4 nights all together of the Apocalypse. Looks like we also have Meliodas kind of entering the fray. That's sick. I like that very much. Thank you. And yeah, so pretty excited to give this a read through. You know, the series has been quite good lately. And at the beginning was good, but not great, and it is kind of becoming great. We're getting to bigger stake battles and a more deeper understanding of the power system that we did not get from 7 Deadly Sins, which is really great because we were really lacking that, in my opinion. Big fan of where this is going so far. The Iceblade Sorcerers Shall Rule the World, Volume 7. More of a rough art style, to say the least. Like I said, I really got this series just because of the name. But yeah, I don't know much about it. It does look like it has a lot of brutal action in it. Maybe not as crazy as some of the other stuff I've showcased to you. I've really been showing you guys a lot of some of the most brutal manga I read, honestly. It does not get more brutal than Mobile Suit Gundam, Berserk. You know, that's kind of the upper echelon in their brutality, in my opinion, or at least in my collection. So yeah, that's an interesting thing to have all in one haul. But yeah, I have heard that this series gets kind of dark and messed up. This world here looks kind of crazy too. But yeah, big fan of getting into this. The title, the concept just has me all riled up. We have Ayakashi Triangle, one of the least brutal series. Again, this one is probably going to have a few boobs in here. You're welcome if you're interested in that. Oh, look at that, a panty shot just for you. And so, yeah. This main ninja guy has turned into this girl. See, that was him, and now that's him there. And so this girl wants to turn back because she's very interested in boning this dude here and having his child. Wow, what a life. Anyways, whoa. Anyways, this girl also has a crush on him. And she's like, well, I know I really love him because my love doesn't cross the boundary of gender. She's like, I still love him even though he's a woman. And she's like, damn, but you can't have kids if she's a woman and a woman. And she's like, that's all right with me. And she's like, shit, she got me beat. Anyways, so there's some weird stuff happening like that, but really it's a cool kind of ninja series as well. So it has that mixed in. It's by the same author as Black Cat, and Black Cat was an amazing series. So check it out if you are interested at all in that. Time Stop Hero, pretty much the main character has a old school NES controller, or SNES controller maybe, and he can stop time, and when he stops time he can do whatever the fuck he wants during that time. However, he does have a certain amount of time to beat a quest, and the quest, he doesn't even know what the fuck it is. And he's pretty much ultimately trying to save the kingdom and defeat the Demon Lord, but he doesn't really know how to do it. And so he uses his game controller to pause world and kind of figure it out, study the world, and think about what that might be. He also uses his control to pause the game world, or not the game world, the real world, I guess, that he's been reborn in, and check out other girls, strip them down, and just feel them up. The dude's a total perv, and that's why I was saying I'm surprised it's not wrapped. Given a BL, this one is a musical BL. We have a lot of fun drama in here. It's a slice of life. I haven't read it quite yet because I heard it was on hiatus and it came back, and we're on volume 8, so obviously not very far in that series. Marginal Operation Volume 16. We, I guess, are entering the last arc. I don't know if we're all the way done yet, but I've heard good things about it. You know, I think Sendo read one page of it, saw that there was boobs in it, and he was in it all the way. This series is constantly on sale, so if you're interested in it, it's probably on sale right now in a bundle. If it's not on sale right now, you know what? It'll be on sale in the summer. Crunchyroll had a meh, or okay, decent holiday sale. I didn't really get anything because I have everything that they offered, But yeah, it was, you know, if you're a new collector, I get it was a decent start, but otherwise I wasn't too excited about it. You know, again, the order situation isn't much better. Obviously, I've been getting a lot of boxes in, which is, I guess, an improvement. But again, I still don't know what's coming, when it's coming, how it's coming. My orders aren't imported from Right Stuff to Crunchyroll. I don't think that's happening, and yeah, I don't think I'll get all my orders fully complete either as this transition happens. But I guess I'm going to get some of it at the very least, so that's good. Char's Counterattack, like I was gushing about earlier, we have. Wow, some beautiful full color pages here. Like the whole first chapter looks like is full color. I don't know if that's the whole first chapter, but that is a lot of pages. And then wow, really, I thought it was safe with Gundam. We also have some great, fantastic art here. You can see some nice Gundam violence here. I'm very excited to give this a read through. Gundam is typically more dark than you would anticipate based on the art style. I actually wasn't the hugest fan of the movie, but I did like it still quite a bit. I really think Zeta is one of the best ones. Devil Zeta is very good as well. Wasn't a big fan of the 8th MS team. I know that's a popular one, but I don't know, it's just kind of boring to me. Stardust Memory wasn't a big fan of that one either. But yeah, those two were really good. Zeta and Double Zeta. Double Zeta, again, not quite nearly, well, really not nearly as good as Zeta. The original was better than that. Origin was good. Unicorn was good. Victory, like I said, I can't really get into Victory. I'm like halfway through it, and these mini Gundams that transform, I'm like, you know, just like, you know, it's like I feel like it's Kevin James with his individual, you know, that's what I feel like about it. That's Victory Gundam to me right now. I heard it's one of the better ones, so maybe I just need to get into it. Team Phoenix, I kind of threw this a little bit already at the beginning, but yeah, you can see here that there's a few characters from Osamu Tezuka's other works. You probably get the most out of it if you were to read his other stories. You can see the people from Princess Knight are in here and things like that as well. That's probably that character. That's probably Buddha. That's probably the lion. So yeah, that's cool and all. We also have Berserk. July 14. Not gonna really open that. I know Berserk's full of fucked up stuff. We don't need to prove that at all. But that is what I got today. What do you got today, huh, tough guy? Acting like you got the good stuff. Let's go see it. Anyways, I'm not really sure. I haven't really bought any manga still since the whole Right Stuff snafu. I don't really know where to go with that. So I'm probably going to just go to Married Manga, like I think a lot of people are starting to lean towards. But yeah, I don't really know yet. I really don't like this camera angle. The only reason I've done it is because I have so many boxes here. I really feel like, you know, it gives me breasts, and it's like, yo, I don't have breasts, right? Trying to work out here. I got like 3 plates trying to get going to. All right, I don't got no breasts. Anyway, anyways, that's really off topic. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the camera angle, so you probably won't see it again. Like I said, just have it on other boxes because I've run out of room. I got a whole bunch of stuff at once, and well, that made it a little bit tricky. So we'll see you next time on Man Manga Boys Unboxing. I hope you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.